Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Abok, the founder of Kidaftari. Today, I'm going to cover my sixth episode on manufacturers and why I perceive them as value transformers. So, we start by noting down our topic. So, manufacturers. So, I call them value transformers. So, this is why I call them value transformers. So, say we start with cash worth 10,000, and once you have cash worth 10,000, you're going to use this cash to buy raw materials. So you have raw material A and raw material B. So basically what happens when you purchase raw materials, so say we have our debit and credit table here. So we're going to reduce our cash, say by 10,000. So our cash is going to reduce by 10,000, and our stock is going to increase by the same value. So row A, say we buy 5,000 worth of row A, and again 5,000 worth of raw material B. So that's what you have in stock. So what happens in manufacturing? We use a different color. So again, we use the same debit and credit. Remember, when I started, I said accounting is the art or the science of value tracking, and manufacturing is the science of value transformation. So you get the flow. So now, what are we going to debit and credit when the manufacturing process is happening, or once you have done the manufacturing process, what has actually happened to the value? So we're going to reduce the raw materials that we have as inputs of the manufacturing process. So more raw material B and raw material A. So let's say we have a finished product on this side. So assume we use in value 1,500 worth of raw material B and 500 worth of raw material A. That means we end up with 2,000 in value of the finished product. So basically you have, again, the value has moved. You have not just created value, you have transformed it from raw material B and raw material A, which the market doesn't really value much, to something the market values more. So which again, in our books, it's now worth 2,000 from the specific input that we have shown there. So if you go to the market with the finished product, again, you're just going to use debit and credit. Remember, I said credit is where the value comes from, and debit is where the value goes to, or where the value went to. In this case, you're going to lose the finished product to the market. So you're going to lose the finished product to the market worth 2,000. And you're going to also record where that value went to. So it came from our finished product stock, and went to the market or cost of sale slash market 2000. So we lost it, or the value went to the market basically. So the market then pays us 3,500, for example, for giving them a product that they value. So they value the finished product, the market values the finished product at 3,500. So this becomes our sales. You can say flash market. So our sales from the market is 3,500. So again, on the credit side, because that's where the value is coming from, and here we're going to receive it as cash, worth 3,500. And that's how a manufacturer basically makes profit. When you on a general sense, basically this is a gross profit because you're not considering the overheads in this case. So as you can see, the process from how I've started it. So we have just been transforming value, and there's no point where you see that you have created value from thin air. So you've just been transforming value, and this is how a manufacturer, basically this is how you track the value of manufacturing. This is how you track the manufacturing process when it comes to know where the value is and at what form. With that, I finish my lesson on manufacturers and why I think of them as value transformers. Thank you and bye.